Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Salesforce AI Champions. Today I'll be going to discuss about how to use Datatable in Salesforce flows. So before get started, please do like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. So first of all, this Datatable component is a part of the screen flow, and let me create a new flow, new screen flow first. So I'm in Sales Console app, so I'll be search for automation app. And in the automation app we can find this flow step, and we can create a new flow by clicking on this new flow button, and I will be selecting this screen flow. So I'm in this flow builder, so let me add this screen component first. So I'm clicking on this plus icon, we can select this screen component, and in this screen component we can label the screen properties first of all, like accounts data table. So for example, like for today's scenario, I will be showing some of the few of the account records in a tabular format using this data table component. So I have already updated screen properties, and I'll be just adding the data table component. So in the inputs, we can find this data table, and I'm just drag and drop this component into our screen. And like there are a couple of things that we need to understand, like in the configure data source of the data table, so we have to provide the source collection, and source collection is nothing but a collection variable. So we need to provide a collection variable in this source collection, so that utilizing that collection, it can show the all the details. So this is the first thing we need to care about, and there are rows options. I'll be discussing all the options later. And let me create then this collection variable first, so that we can create that data table properly. So let me delete this component, and I'll be clicking on done, and I will be adding that get records element first. So I'll be selecting this get records, so providing the name like get accounts, and I'll be selecting the object account, and I'm providing a one filter condition like account type should be customer channel. So in the account type we can see there are different account types, like customer direct, customer channel types are there. So I'll be just filtering out with respect to this account type. So whatever the whenever the account type is customer channels, so those accounts will be retrieved, and just putting the sorting order like on the created date and making it descending, and to make it a collection variable. So up to now this get record is a single variable, since it's retrieving only one record, only the first record is this radio option is selected. But whenever I'm clicking on this radio button all records, so it will be retrieving all the accounts which are like a customer channel of type. So whenever we are making these all records, then we are making this get records as a collection variable. So, and in the tool manager we can see that this accounts get information is a record collection variable. So if I just, for your information, if I just reverting it back to only the first record, so whenever I'm reverting back to the first record, like only the first record, then it will be showing like record single variable. But when I am updating it to all records, so then it will be shown under the record collection variable. So this is how we can simply use the get record to make it a collection variable. And now I'll be using this collection variable in our data table. So let me search for the data table again. I'll be putting this one, and let me provide the name like data table for accounts, data table is table accounts data table. I'm just selecting these so that the header will be utilized this label, use label as the table title, and I'll be selecting the source collection as the account, that our collection variable, making it searchable by selecting this checking the checkbox, so search bar, and I'll be like configuring the rows, means how could be this selection mode, means can we select multiple rows at a time or a single row. So I'll be just selecting this single option so that only one account could be selected. And if we want to user make at least one account needs to be always selected, so we can make it as required, uh, and default selection could be none. And configure columns, we need to show what are the columns needs to be shown at the UI. So I'm just putting the account number first, then adding the column to add like type, then annual revenue, then industry. So this is how we can simply configure a data table component. So I have already configured these configure columns, and we are good with these configurations. And let me click on done, and let me save quickly this flow like data table screen flow, and let me debug it. So this is currently showing the uh, account details. So this there are the four accounts of account type customer channel, and in the debug details we can find that a get records is currently working. That's why we can see these account records details. Its result is successfully found records, and we can update this configuration. So as of now, this configuration is selected, means there should be at least one account needs to be selected. So based on this selection, we can modify these account records. So I'll be covering different scenarios on the data table in the later sessions. So scenarios could be like whenever on selecting particular this account records, I want to update any information of the account records directly in the Salesforce. So that scenarios could be covered. So as of now, this tutorial today's session just covered the how to use this data table component in ScreenFlow. And thanks for watching. Please do like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Salesforce AI Champions. Today I'll be going to discuss about more about the data table. So this is the second part of the how to use data table element in the Salesforce screen flow. So before get started, please do like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. So I'll be quickly go through the what are the development we have done in this flow for the data table component. So let me show the debug first. So I'll be clicking on the debug button, and we'll click on the run. And in here we can see a tabular format in which all the related account details are showing, like account number, account type, annual revenue, industry. And we can select a particular account to proceed. So in this second part, I will be discussing more about this data table. So I will be modify this flow a little bit. So the scenario will be like, in this list of accounts, whenever a user selecting a particular account, so that account details can be updated using this screen flow. So I'm quickly showing. So this is the account record. In this account record, we have a field like customer priority, and it's having the list of values like high, low, and medium. There are three values are there. So whenever a user is selecting an account, so they can update the customer priority for the account. So I will update that modifications in this screen flow. So uh, in this flow, I have used this get account records. So in this get account records, I have added the filter like account type should be customer channel, and making it to all records so that it can be treated as a collection variable. So if we see from the resources, it's showing as a collection variable accounts from get accounts. And why it's collection variable? So that we can use this collection variable in the source of this data table component. So configure data source. In the configure data source of that data table, that needs to be a collection, source collection. So we have specified that get records element as a collection in this source collection, and we are just updating like configure. We have configured this column. So now I will update the flow, and like I am just updating the label first. So please select an account to update the customer priority. Okay, I have just updated this label, data table label, and let me click on done. And now I'll be using one assignment element. First of all, the user choosing this account from the list of account rows is selecting a particular row. Like in this row selection, I have made it the configuration like row selection mode should be single. So whenever this account is selected, then that information needs to be assigned. So that's why I'll be using this assignment to update the priority, means priority to high. So let me give the name assignment for updating the priority to high. So for this simple scenario, I am just making it to high as of now. But based on our requirement, we can make it to that dynamic as well. So assignment for updating the priority to high, and I'll be the most important thing is like in the screen component we can see accounts data table. Okay, let me fix this first. Close, delete this one. Assignment. So in the screen, in the variable, we can see that screen the accounts data table element is showing. On clicking on that, we can see the screen element name. Please select an account to update the customer priority, and in which we can see that first selected row. So first selected is row is nothing but that user selected from the data table, the account record from the data table. So the first selected row I will be clicking on, and it will now show the particular account record that we are going to update, like customer priority in this case. So I'll be selecting this customer priority field, and I will be updating like it to high. So it's already showing the pick list values. So as of now, we have configured like assigned the one means using this assignment element. We are just updating this customer priority for the selected account to high. Now what we need to do, we need to update this account record, right? So as of now, we have just assigned the high value to the customer priority field to the selected account. Now we need to update the account using this update records. So update the account. So in this case we need to use this option, like use the IDs and all field values from a record or collection variable. And in here we can see we can select this data table component again. So I'll be selecting and the first selected row. So this account record needs to be updated. So this is how is simple is that we just need to specify the record for which we need to update. So as of now we are good. So in this step the account record will be updated. Now we just need to show a success message. I will be adding one screen element and providing the name like results, and I will search for a display text and provide the API name account updated, and write customer priority for the selected account has been updated to high. I'll just increase the font size and and we are good. I'll be just saving the flow and let me debug. So in this case, we can find we need to select an account record first. So on this account record, let me search this account first in the Salesforce so that we can understand what is the customer priority for this selected account. So this case, the account number is this one, and customer priority for this account is medium. So after the execution, we can update it to high. Okay. So let me click on next. So we can see that we can find the message customer priority for the selected account has been updated to high. And let me see the debug logs. So in here, in the assignment element, we can see that this assignment is happening. So data table first selected row customer priority is getting assigned with the value high. And if I scroll little bit and we can see, let me search with the field name priority. And in the update records, we can see that customer priority field has been updated with the value high. So now let me refresh this page to see the updated account record, and we can see that a customer priority is set to high. So this is how we can simple use the data table component in Salesforce ScreenFlow. So this is the part of the data table component. So please stay tuned. Please do like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Salesforce AI Champions. Today I'll be going to discuss about more about data table. So this data table component in ScreenFlow. So this will be the third part and the last part of this data table parts. So I'll be discussing more on how to incorporate multi-select in the data table. In the last session, I have shown how to do a single selection. On the single selection, based on that we can update one account record. So today I'll be discussing on how to select multiple records at a time, and we can make the bulk update. Okay, so before get started, please do like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel, and play and let me know about your thoughts regarding this flow series in the comment section. So I'll quickly go through the uh, flow that I have already built. So I will be clicking on debug and click on run. So in this case, we can see that uh, we have the ability to select a particular account record, not multi-select. So on the selection of a particular account record, I am just updating the record, means the customer priority field value to high. So if you have not gone through that video, please check out the part 2 of the data table component, how to use the data table component in ScreenFlow. So today I'll be updating this flow. Now let me make the changes. So in the screen component, I will select this data table component, and in the configure rows section, we can see that there are three options are available, like multiple, single, and view only. View only, we can just see the records read only mode. So current selection is single. I'll make it to multiple. We can make the minimum selection and maximum selection counts as well, but as of now I'll just keep it is as default. And columns, let keep the same, all the things. So now click me on the save, and just let me do the debug once. And we can see that there we can select multiple accounts record. Okay, now the thing is that so this is a collection. It's become a collection while I'm choosing it to a multiple. So I'll be creating one loop element and go through the loop element so that I can apply the customer priority field updation properly for all the selected accounts. So for that, I'll be creating one record variable first, a record collection variable. So I'll be on the resource type, I'll be selecting a variable and making the name as account collection var I'll keep the data type as record and allow multiple values. So this should be selected to make it a collection variable, and object should be account since I am updating the account records. So I have created this account collection variable. Now on the click on the plus icon, I can choose a loop element. So loop element loop through the selected account records, selected records, and on the selection of collection variable, I will choose this account data table. And in the screen component, we can see that there is a selected rows, that is a variable type of collection. I need to select that selected rows, and if I this should be like selected rows, it keeps all the selected accounts, selected records in the data table component. So it is a itself a collection variable, so I am just going to loop all three elements for the selected rows, and the direction should be like first to last item, that is okay. And I'll be like adding one assignment element to update the account record, or I can just copy from the earlier assignment element as well. Like I can cut the element and paste it here. So, and I need to update assignment for updating the priority to high. And in here I need to select the current element, right? So loop through the element. So current item means it's going through the loop element, will go through all the records for the selected accounts. So I will select the current element record, and I'll be selecting the field of the account like customer priority, and that needs to be set to high. And our assignment is done, right? Now I need to add, since I have already created the account collection variable, I need to collect all the updated accounts in that variable. So I can use another assignment element. So and keeping the name like add to the ACC collection var. So I'll like current element needs to be added. uh, Current element. So I'll be using this account var, and in here I need to add. So this is the account collection var that I created. So I need to choose this collection var and need to use this add operator, and need to add the value like current element. So this is how we can all the loop through element can be added into that account collection var. Now what we need to do, like we need to just update this account collection. So in here account collection variable, all the accounts and its updated customer priority field with updated that value to high is there. Then I just need to update the account records. So in the update account record, I can just use the collection variable. So account collection, where I just need to mention, and we are good. And then I'll update the message like customer priority for the selected accounts has been updated to high. So this modification we have done. So now let me check and debug the flow. So currently for these two accounts, like we can see that customer priority is not high. So we can select these two accounts, and let me search one of the account so that I can verify the it's working properly. And we can see that customer priority for this account is low. And I have already selected, and let me click on next, and we can see that we got the message. And let me update the flow, update this page for the account record. and we can see that customer priority has been updated to high. And let me debug again the flow so that I can see that both of the accounts got updated or not. And we can see that all of the accounts got updated. These two accounts were not high earlier, customer priority. So this is how we can simply use Datatable element to take the user inputs for multiple records, and we can update those records for the selected items in the Datatable. Can be updated uh, at a once using this collection variable. So I'll be adding more tutorials on this Salesforce flows as well. So please stay tuned. Please do like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.